where I
Did no
started?
one else
Where we starting?
So,
We're going.
I think that we had a really cool tour guide. I think that he had a lot of stuff that he could show us, and he could kind of relate all this history to us as just like I don't know, as our teenager minds that we could relate it back to. And it was really cool being able to walk around and see all these like old historical places for someone that's never been to Europe before. It was pretty surreal to kind of like see all these just huge stone buildings and everything like that. Yeah.
I'd also agree, and also like seeing all the statues and relating it to like the African descent and like black, well, black in Paris. Like I think that's a big thing. I mean, it relates to me, and like it was really interesting to see like how that all connects, and like also how France has like been expanding, but also minimizing with like all the territories that we've had, and just how that connects with the government and everything go back to the U.S.
I mean, leading on to that remember that statue of like with the broken chain?
Speak up.
Oh, can you not hear me? Okay, I'm so sorry. But remember the statue with the broken chain?
Yeah.
Like how it had like half of it was like an actual chain, and half of it was like it was like a painting with like white and like showing like the novelty of it. I think that was really cool. It showed a lot of symbolism, and it shows like even so like, the simplest thing. It's just like a broken chain. It can tell a story in so many different ways. Like
walking up, we only thought it was a chain.
Exactly.
But then once he starts explaining it, I mean, it had so many different stories, and it had a front, a back to it. It had a plaque. It was something that happens every year. They come in and
names
flowers
on it too.
Yeah.
I think also that he was able to provide context, like for us, our American points of view. Like he knew what he was talking about. He knew his audience well, and I think that just made for a really nice.
Also, this is kind of a surface level observation, but especially walking through the park, I noticed like the weather was pretty good. When we started off, it was a little hot, but when we were in that park, especially, it was like perfect weather for me. Like a nice breeze, not hot, not cold. I know it's kind of just like a basic observation, but it was like why a lot of people want to live here, why it's just like such a popular place, and why it's a good break from like where I live in Arizona. So just a good
Tucson's 110 and here it's like 70s.
Experience on it. So.
True that.
Adding on to that, like I thought the grass smelled so good. The grass and like the plants and everything. Like we don't like in Arizona, you don't get any of that. You just smell dirt, and so it's nice to just like have something else that smells like prettier, nicer. And then back to the tour guide, I liked how he was super like unbiased. Like he showed all the good and the bad sides to France, and that just made it all more like interesting and like
realistic.
Oh yeah, like the bad sides of like certain words, like how we have certain words like that are taboo, and they also have like they have so many different words for like the same thing. Like the African Americans, they're like normally the words like just black. We were like no, we don't say black.
Yeah.
But yet here it's like the preferred way of saying it.
I thought that part was super interesting. How they prefer to say it in like a different language. And like I thought that was because I saw this thing about how people were able to take the meaning out of words that aren't in their language. So I felt like that was